This is the Fall Brawl 5.5 men's doubles gold medal match. And I am on the far side with my partner Logan. I'm playing left side in the white. And then these two near side guys are from out of town. I don't even know their names. I don't remember. Super nice guys. They are undefeated. We are up 1-0 on them. We have to beat them 2 out of 3. And then we have to beat them in a game to 15 if we win the 2 out of 3. Because they haven't lost all day. And we got the first game. This is the second game. If you guys haven't seen the first game, my analysis on it, I'll link it right here or right here, and you can start there. But I give my analysis of it and everything that went into it, so it's pretty fun stuff. So me and Logan right now are stacking, which means Logan is staying on the right side for every shot. But you have to serve on both sides. So you can see here Logan's preparing to serve on my side of the court left. So I just move out of the way because he has to serve over there since our score is odd. So he's serving over there, and then we both just flush over and cover the whole court. I come in, hit a forehand drive, probably a bad decision because the ball was so low. And it's probably a big reason as to why I missed, but I'm not letting that miss affect me at all. I'm not thinking about it. Something to note here really quick. I won't pause this much throughout this, but so we're stacking here. Logan's over on the side. He's going to pull in. Your return when you're stacking needs to go down the line because the player that's down the line from you has a lot more area to cover with their third shot if they were to drive it if you return down the line because you're coming all the way across to cross court. So you need that extra time, so you drive down the line. They're now hitting their drive cross court. It takes their ball longer to drive cross court than it would down the line. So I wouldn't want to return to the player over here on the right. It'd be so easy if they both weren't wearing white, right, to describe them. But the guy without the hat, if I return to him, it's going to open up the line for him to be able to drive down as I'm heading over, and I won't have nearly as much time. So if you're stacking, return down the line if you have that in the arsenal. Obviously, if you're more consistent returning cross court, send it cross court. But see how I easily got up. Now we're in a little bit of a dink battle. You can see he lets it affect him. Bites the old finger there. Something to note is it really depends on the player, but a lot of the time reacting to something like that, biting your finger, yelling at yourself, slapping yourself, whatever it is, isn't going to help you. But that being said, it really depends on the player. So some players that absolutely helps and they exceed and play better. As you saw, he just missed that last shot as well. So I don't think it helps him necessarily. I know for a fact it doesn't help me. The thing that helps me the most is to disregard what happened on the previous point, regardless of if I just hit 120 mile an hour winner or if I just hit 120 mile an hour ball right into the net. I'm not worried about it. I'm blanking out what just happened. Try to keep my mind mostly blank and with a strategy in place as I'm playing against these players. Our strategy currently with these two guys is any speed up opportunities that we have we're going to take because we trust that our hands are faster than theirs. And also we have picked our target. And our target is the guy that's playing on the left side of the court right now. Because we found if we speed up to him, he has a good counter, usually on 1 or 2 of them. But then, oh, you could see it there. But then after a couple of counters, he'll hit it long. So we're like, we can rely on him. Whereas this guy on the right, it tended to be that dude had wicked fast hands, and he came out on, 50% of them against us. So it didn't make much sense to try to speed up the ball to him too much, even though I just did right there. Okay, good deep return. We've kept our opponents back for a long time. They do a really good job of taking their time transitioning there. Unfortunately, that ball was just high for them. Fortunately for us, but unfortunate for them. But that's one thing to note is you don't have to rush getting to the net. As soon as you can anticipate that it's going to land in the kitchen or put your opponents in a defensive situation. Holy cow, I got to go back to that. As soon as you realize that it's going to put your opponents in a defensive situation, your drop, then get to the net as quickly as possible. But it's really a smooth transition where it's like, okay, I don't know if that's going to land in the kitchen. It's fine to stay back and hit another one. So just take your time getting forward, but as soon as you know it's going to land in the kitchen, put them in a defensive situation, get up to the net. And then the most important thing after that is to make sure that you stop yourself by split stepping. You want to stop all of your momentum, otherwise you'll run, and then they'll hit the ball and you won't be ready for it. That split step will send signals to your brain of accuracy to tell you to react to the ball. You'll be a lot quicker if you split step and stop yourself than if you just plow through, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, check this out. The most disgusting thing ever. Let's just see that one more time. So this is Logan's signature move. He fakes like he's speeding up down the line, and then he goes across the body of his opponent. Super good thing for you guys to practice. So I just uploaded a new video of this. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Speed Ups. I will link that right here or here. If you guys want to click on that, I'll also put it in the description for you guys to check out. And I go over how to hit that type of speed up. Because if you have that in your arsenal and you can pull it out at any time, your opponents really aren't going to want to hit the ball to you very much. Great low drive. Something we're doing here, ball came on, is we're driving our, he hits a nice deep return, and so we're driving our third because that's more comfortable for us to drive a third. And then what that sets us up for is a nice soft fifth shot that we can then drop. You'll see that this fifth shot is a lot easier than the actual return was. And so the whole point of that drive is to set up that shot. Now he drops it, we're easily into the kitchen. We've started a nice rally, hit a nice out wide, and then obviously ball comes on. Got to redo the point, but that's just something to note. If your opponents are making you uncomfortable with their returns, feel free to drive it. You'll set yourself up for a really good fifth shot. There it is again. Whew, that was just barely out. I remember that one. I think he asked his dad, is that out? And his dad's right on the line. And his dad was like, yeah. But something I'm doing there is speeding up the ball out of the air, trying to apply as much pressure as possible. So again, we're driving the fifth, driving the third, dropping the fifth. I was totally off balance for both of those. I was surprised the first one went in. They got lucky there for sure. I mean, middle's wide open. They popped up the ball high. Sometimes it's too juicy. You know what I mean? It's too high up, too plowable. Plowable. Just make up words. Okay, so I went for my favorite shot. I love the backhand roll flick speed up out of the air. It was there. I think I was a little late on it, but I don't care. I'm still going to go for that shot at any opportunity I have. I'm not letting it affect me. I'm not thinking, oh man, I can't hit that shot right now. It doesn't even cross the mind. Okay, his shot was slightly wide there, I'm pretty sure. Great speed up the middle. I don't know if it was wide. I don't even know who was serving, but I'm pretty sure it was. But we're just taking any opportunity to speed up the ball. Obviously, dinking is important, but you do dinking to set yourself up. So any ball that's slightly high, net height and above as it's coming to you, that's a great opportunity to speed up the ball, and you can't pass that up. Great point by him. Something you'll see with amateur players is as they're in a dinking rally, they'll take a step back off of the line, and then they'll let the ball bounce, and the ball bounces literally a foot behind the kitchen line, and they'll dink it. When in reality, if they would have just hovered over the kitchen and taken the ball out of the air, the point would probably just be straight up over because it was so high. So you'll see that a lot. People will take steps back, and then let the ball bounce and dink it when it was an attackable ball. So you want to always be hovering over the kitchen, looking to attack, and then after you look to attack, You're then going to be like, okay, I can't attack this one. You take your step and you dink the ball, and then you're hovering over ready to attack again. So fantastic speed up. He could see I was cheating over to the middle, so he sped it up down the line. And then the best part is he was ready. He was ready for that third shot to come for him. That's another thing, is people just aren't ready for the ball to come back when they hit a speed up, which is funny. Because the higher level you get, they come back 90% of the time. Look at that counter from Logan. Nobody has a counter like this, I am telling you. It's his backhand counter. That dude's trying to apply as much pressure as possible. It went slightly high, probably not the best location directly to Logan's backhand. You want to try to get that more towards the right hip of your opponent if you're going to speed that up. But he did it right into the moneymaker. I think this is a wild point from what I remember. Yeah, I remember that one. That one I remembered. That one was painful. So missed that slightly wide. Got super tight on that overhead. Sorry, another ad there, but I got super tight on that overhead. I should have just relaxed and hit it in, because they're both back. They're both scrambling, and then looked for a better opportunity to actually put the ball away. So here he has a game plan, because it's something that he's done to me before. So he's like, he's covering middle really hard. I'm going to speed up down the line. And then I'm there to cover it that time, because I know it's coming. Because I know if I dink out wide again, he now has it in his mind that he's going to speed up the line. So I am thinking that prior, and I'm just going to shift over and cover the shot this time. Usually that'll deter them from ever even trying it again, and so now I can really focus on covering the middle. What a shot. Great angle by Logan. Taking the ball out of the air, so sometimes we're taking the ball out of the air to apply pressure. We don't even need to speed up the ball. It's just hitting an angle behind our opponents is the best thing to do. And maybe they get to it, and then the next shot we're ready for, because that's going to be the put away. Again, driving the third, dropping the fifth, getting into the net. Nice hand battle. This dude comes out on top of me majority of this game, from what I remember. And it's probably just because I should have reset that ball that went low on me, and I sped it up, and then it was too high. Ooh, super lucky there. Logan actually told me here, hey, speed up with your backhand up the middle. I don't think they'll cover it. And it literally, so next point I did it, and they were slightly late on it. So it's a good change up to do. It wasn't the most pretty shot. It was super high, super attackable, but we got away with it because it was unexpected. So throwing in those little things, if you ever see stuff like that, tell your partner. And if they trust you, they'll do it. And I trusted Logan there. But yeah, that was a 5 out of 10 on a speed up. That thing sucked. Nice dink battle, keeping everything high percentage and cross court as much as possible. Great attack from that player. To take that out of the air and apply the extra pressure was awesome. It wasn't like it was a super high ball, but it was slightly attackable, so he took the opportunity. Bad dink by me, high. The dude attacked it, he should have. But that's a good example, because that's what you'll see, is people will literally take a step back on that ball. This ball that's way high out of the air. They'll take a step back, let it bounce, and they'll dink it. See it all the time. Really, really bad habit. Because people think, oh, pickleball, you dink. It's like, no, pickleball, you dink to set yourself up for that shot that you just had. that you dinked. So take those out of the air at any opportunity. Nice little smack-a-doodle with a back-a-doodle. Always helps. Great drop, low drop. Okay, my favorite shot in the game, the backhand roly-poly. I like to throw it right down the line. Got my shot there. I'm pretty sure it was blocked the view of it by him, but if you have a shot in the arsenal that you're very comfortable with, you should try to set yourself up for that shot at every opportunity. So if you have a good forehand roll, you're looking to set yourself up for forehand rolls continuously, putting yourself in the right position so that your forehand's always out in front. Okay, we're almost back in the point, and we are back. That was the most hideous dink I've ever seen. But it happens. It's going to happen, right? Sometimes the dinks are just off. That was something about this tournament is my dinks out of everything did not feel that great. I don't think I was aiming for him there necessarily, but ended up hitting him. Not upset about it, but I'm still going to throw up the hand, you know. So there's Logan's signature shot. He swung a bit early there, honestly, if you look at it. He was a little bit over the top of it. Swing. He had like this slow acceleration. So with that shot, obviously got unlucky because it hit the net. But one thing to note is accelerating and not decelerating through your shots. You don't want to be slow, fast, or slow, or fast, slow, right? You want to accelerate so it's slow, fast. And we're speeding as soon as we hit the ball. I might have said that wrong, but slow, fast is what you want. You don't want fast, slow. No idea what just happened, but it is a timeout. I'll skip through it. This might be the first timeout of the match so far. Okie dokie. We won the point somehow. Oh, we took an offensive timeout. I remember why now. Okay, simple little miss, little mistake. Go back to the line, I don't care. Heading into the next one, I have the same strategy, same game plan. Swinging away, staying loose. Yeah, so we took an offensive timeout. I remember it was just because I was straight up out of breath. We had played a lot of matches that day, being in the loser's bracket and coming back from it. There it was again. Logan told me to go there, so hey, I'm going there. That one was definitely way better than the other one. Better location, better height, better just about everything. But I won both points with it because it's a great changeup. And Logan noticed, hey, they're not covering here. Slightly long. I'm so used to, if I ever watch YouTube videos, I'll double click and fast forward through them. So I am holding myself back from doing that in between points. Okay, sorry, I was getting a call. Just got a voicemail as well right there. Spam calls. Speeding up the ball, if you notice here, this player does a really good job of anticipating the speed up. He sees that the ball is high, and based off of playing us, he knows that we're going to speed it up. Any good player would. Let's watch what he does. Sorry guys, let's watch this one more time. Watch how he loads in early preparation for the actual speed up. I'm going to pause this at the right time, this one. See, he's fully loaded, ready to backhand counter. Notice how it's a backhand counter here that he's ready for. This is absolutely the correct thing to do. Because his backhand is in the middle of the court, he's going to shift towards the sideline with his backhand predominantly showing to counter the ball. The player over on the right side, if Logan was speeding up the ball, that player would want to counter with a forehand because his forehand is in the middle of the court as he shifts towards the sideline. But great early preparation for this counter. He shifts to the side. Otherwise, I had him locked in with the chicken wing right at his hip. So some really, really good anticipation from him. And then I was ready for it to come back. I think that that's the most important thing. If you're going to speed up the ball, you got to be ready for it to come back because it's going to come back. Great setup by Logan. So he did his speed up that he has again. It looks like he's going up the middle there. He ends up going across the body of his opponent. And it set me up for a nice smackable ball. Okay, there it is again. I mentioned this in the last video, but going 100% on your ground strokes, 100% power, isn't going to be as consistent as if you go 70% power. And also you're going to win, if not the same amount, pretty dang close to the same amount of points with a 70% powered ground stroke. It's going to be way more consistent, and you're going to win majority of your points with it as well. I mean, obviously, if you hit 100% and it actually goes in, which is way more rare, you're probably going to hit a winner or something, which will be cool, but you just missed, 4 before that. So you've lost 4 points to gain 1. Doesn't really make sense. Great speed up. Thankfully, was ready for the counter. Paddle was up. Sorry, thankfully I was ready for the speed up because he had a great attackable ball there. Good little catch. It was impressive. So hovering, if you guys notice, I am leaning into the kitchen here as soon as we make it up. Okay, we're in, lean, lean. I'm low and I'm leaning forward over the kitchen. So even though they probably reset those balls against normal players, since I'm hovering over the kitchen, they're not quite reset and I can still attack them. Which is what we're looking to do, is attack at any opportunity. I like to do a little skippity hop when I miss a drop that I shouldn't miss. I can't believe he got the second one back. Smacking the ball, they're going to take a timeout, so we are going to fast forward. That's some good strategy talk there, I am sure. Back to serving. Way too high of a drive, and then it ended up hitting the net as well, so the next ball ended up hitting the net, which made it more difficult. Look at that, it's like the same exact thing. He counters, he anticipates the counter, and he shifts towards the sideline. This is some really advanced play to do that, to shift and anticipate. And if you're doing that, you're going to come out on top of a lot of points, especially in, levels below the 5.5 level, where people won't even be ready for that to come back when they speed it up. Wackadoodle. So a lot of points have been won just because of lack of accuracy with drops. It seems to be it's not just one team, but both teams during this game have some pretty high drops. As I say that, he hits a perfect drop. Again, it's my favorite shot. They say to each other here, not there, not there, not there. Let me see. Not there, not there, not there, something like that. So he's saying don't go to that shot because they've realized that I like to lean into the kitchen and take it out of the air. And the other guy was like, I know. It's hard. So it's like, yeah, they have a strategy, but something to note there is you don't want to say where not to go. You want to say where to go to your partner in your game plan. Because if all you're thinking about is where not to go, you're going to go there because that's what you're thinking about. So instead of not there, the right thing to say to your partner might be something like, and it's not like that was the wrong thing to say to his partner at all, but maybe after the point, after the fact, saying, here's where we want to go. Here is the game plan. We want to keep everything low and up the middle. We want to keep everything cross court, whatever it is. Missed it out wide. So that is the analysis of this game. I might do the game to 15 if you guys would like. Who knows who won, right? Maybe we won, maybe we didn't. But we ended up winning the 2 out of 3 right there. So if you want me to do the game to 15, let me know in the comments below, and I will be sure to post it. And if this is your first time watching this, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video like this every single week, and I look forward to helping you guys improve your game. Peace.